Good afternoon, guys. Hope you're all well. Hope the sun's shining where you are. I'm going to approach this dilemma from another angle, ladies and gentlemen, because I've tried all the shouting and bawling and it doesn't seem to be waking anybody up. So I'm going to try a different approach and see how that works. But first of all, I'm going to turn the camera around because it's blinding me and I can't see the screen. So bear with me. That's better, guys. I can see the screen now. So I'm going to approach it from a different angle today, see if that registers with anybody. So we've all got friends and family, guys. What about this scenario then? If one of our friends or our family came to us and said, I need to talk to you about my relationship. Obviously we're going to say, what's wrong with your relationship? Then they turn around and say, well, he or she is making me wear a mask everywhere I go, and they are stopping me going out only once a day. They're putting me on a lockdown. And it's really bad. I can't go out only once a day. And when I do go out, it's for an hour. I can't go and see my friends. I can't go within 6 feet of friends when I do see them. And, you know, if I'm caught out and disobeying any of these rules, he's going to stop, or she's going to stop, half of my income for the house, because as a fine, as a punishment. What would we all say to these people, guys? We would all turn around to them and say, that relationship is toxic. You need to get out of that relationship as soon as it is physically possible, because it's going to bring you down, it's going to destroy your self-confidence, it's going to destroy your life, because you ain't going to have a life. You know, we'd be telling them all these things, and we'd be telling them that they need to get out of that relationship. End it immediately. That's what we'd be saying. So then, why in the hell are we all standing for what the government's doing to us? Under the guise of, it's for the greater good. It's for our own safety. It's not for our own safety, ladies and gentlemen, because if it was, they'd be following the science, and the science tells everybody that wearing a mask for prolonged periods is bad for your health. It's not good for you. But these are pushing it and finding people now, and you can't do this and you can't do that, starting to lock down. I mean, in Manchester, apparently, I don't know because I was told this because I'm not there at the moment, but apparently in Manchester they're putting a curfew on your sex life, i.e. if you don't live in the same house, then sex is off the menu. They cannot do that to you, ladies and gentlemen. That's your own private life. You've got a right to privacy. It's one of your inalienable rights. You should not be allowing these people to dictate where you cannot go, what you can and cannot wear, and who you can and cannot see, etc., etc. Because we've all got these rights. We've also got the Constitution, which everything that they're doing is unconstitutional, ladies and gentlemen. Every single thing they are doing is unconstitutional. And it's about time we stood up as a nation, and I don't mean violently, I mean as one, using our inalienable rights, using our Constitution, and telling these people enough is enough. There's proof that they've been fudging the figures. It's all fake. It's all to crash the economy and to bring in the New World Order, and we don't want it. If you don't want it, all you have to do, like Max Egan has said, like Jeff Berwick have said, like I'm saying myself now, all you've got to do, step out of the matrix, unite as a community and say, no, we're not doing it. We are quite happy the way we are. We like cash as a backup, etc., etc., because once they remove the cash, ladies and gentlemen, they've got you by the shorts and curlies. Everybody. Because everybody thinks, oh yeah, but it'll stop all the drug dealers. That's not why they're doing it. They're doing it so they know exactly what you're spending, where you're spending it, what you're spending it on, and whether they like that spending or not. And if they don't like what you're going to spend your money on, they will stop your card. It's as simple as that. If you disobey any orders, because that's what we're all doing now at the moment, following orders. It's like being in Nazi Germany with the Gestapo, etc., and the brown shirts. Well, that's COVID. Ooh. If we don't stand up, this is all going to be implemented, and our children and grandchildren and future generations, guys, are going to end up being enslaved, and that ain't what I want for my future generations, and I hope it's not what you guys want for your future generations. Right, guys, this is the problem. This here now is the problem. That what I've just showed you there, ladies and gentlemen, is the real problem. That's the real virus in this country. Mainstream media and your government. What they are doing is everything against the Geneva Convention and the Human Rights Act, ladies and gentlemen. They are using torture, because that's what wearing masks is. It's torture because they're messing with your immune system. It's not safe to breathe your CO2 in all day long, especially in the heat like today. And they're also mind control, repetitive mind control. You must wear a mask, you must wear a mask. Thousands are dying, we've got to do this, we've got to do this. And these people are all committing treason against the people of the UK, ladies and gentlemen. And it's down to all of us to stand together, rise up, and bring these people to justice for the crimes against the people. Because make no mistake about it, that's what this is. It's a crime against the people of the UK. And your constitution has everything you need to prove the sedition, the treason. You saw us when we took the paperwork in. Me and Nathan, the police wouldn't have the paperwork. Now that should be a big red flag for you, because it was about the government and everything, and we've got proof of sedition and treason. Once they take that paperwork, they have to investigate it, and everything in there is true. It's proof that they've done everything we've said, and yet they wouldn't have the paperwork. But what did the nation do? Just sat back and said, oh well, the police are corrupt. Exactly. The police are corrupt, ladies and gentlemen, just like the establishment's corrupt. Social services are corrupt. The whole establishment is corrupt to the core. It's rotten to the core. And only we, the people, by standing up together as one and using our voices, using our rights, are going to bring this back to where it was before. And we can do it. If you people say, oh, it's never going to go back to normal, who says? Who said it's never going to go back to normal? The government saying the new normal, which means the new world order. The governments around the world are saying that. But if you listen to most people don't want it. Well, if you don't want it, start voicing your opinions. Start telling people, start using your rights. Instead of saying, I'm going to wear the mask, when they approach you say, listen, the mask, I didn't realise that you owned my body. And when they say we don't say, well, you must do, because I've got inalienable rights. And my inalienable rights tells me I have freedom of choice. And my freedom of choice is I don't want to wear this mask. It's not good for my health. And that should be enough. And if they carry on with it, take them to court. If they fine you or anything else, just take them to court, because you can beat these. And you don't take the police force or whoever it is to court, you take the individual. Because if you take the police force themselves, you're fighting a corporation. You will never beat a corporation in the corporate courts. But how you do win, you take another man or woman to court in these corporate courts. You don't fight the corporation, you fight the person who works for the corporation, because the corporation is a dead entity. You can't win against something that's dead, doesn't exist. So you've got to remember. And it just gets me down, guys, because the solution is here, and it's so simple. The solution to all of these and all of these problems, it's so simple, guys. All it takes, a bit of bravery, a bit of standing up for what you believe in, and act on it as a large group of individuals. If we don't allow it, and we don't say yes and acquiesce to it, they can't force it, because it would make the whole world stand up if they started forcing it. They have to do it the right way. They have to coerce you and make you acquiesce into things. They cannot make you do anything against your will. We are governed by consent. And I've said this before, ladies and gentlemen, that the government does not own us. We are not their slaves. That we do not work for any government. What basically is supposed to happen is every 4 years we have a vote in this country, and we transfer our sovereignty either to keep the party in that's already there, if we think it's doing a good enough job, or to remove that party and put another party in that we think is going to do a better job of looking after our interests. And that's all the government's supposed to be for. They're not supposed to have turned tyrannous and corrupt and gone into like a totalitarian dictatorship. It shouldn't be. That's not what government was set up for. But we're allowing it to. And that's what we've got to stop, guys. But anyway, I'll leave it there now, guys. Hope I've put a different spin on it, and hope that you've taken it in and go and do your own research. Go and look up the Constitution, that everything that they're doing, all these bills that they're trying to pass and have passed. Lisbon Treaty, Maastricht Treaty, Barcelona Declaration, ECA Act. It just goes on and on. The Marrakesh Agreement. It just goes on and on and on. These unlawful acts and laws that are trying to have passed. It's unconstitutional, and it shouldn't be there. And that's why they're called acts, because they can never be law. Because we already have a law of this land. It's called common law. And the sooner people wake up and get behind it, there's plenty of people like myself and Nathan, John Hurst, there's plenty of good people out there who know the Constitution and will learn you and show you how it works. You haven't got to do it alone. So, I'll leave it there, guys. That is the answer. Remember, the Constitution is the solution to all of this. We just got to believe it in here and in our hearts, and 100% believe in it. And we can do this, guys. So don't get down. Keep spreading and talking and spreading the positivity, because we ain't done yet. I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Have a great day. Like I said, up sun shining where you are. I love every single one of you, and I'll speak to you all soon. Sorry guys, it's me again. I almost forgot the most important part of what I was going to say, and that is these people take an oath to protect the British people against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. And yet what are our government doing, guys? They're selling us out to the New World Order, and they're also flooding our country with migrants. Now both of these are high treason, ladies and gentlemen. Not just treason, high treason, because they are attacking the sovereign people of this country. They are not sovereign, trust me. We all get together, we can prove this. But they're supposed to protect us against enemies, foreign and domestic, and they're not doing, they're failing it. So let's get these people done, guys, for what they should be done for, and that is treason. And we can do this if we all stand together, and I'm confident of that. But it's down to the people. We can't do it alone. Some very good constitutional people out there, but we can't do it alone, guys. And also remember what I said at the beginning, that if a family member came to any of us and stated the things that are happening now was happening to them in a relationship with someone else, we'd all be saying that that was a violent and abusive relationship, and that they need to get out of that relationship as soon as possible. And once you know that, you should heed the warning for yourselves, get together and doing exactly the same with governments and getting rid of them. Speak to you all soon, guys. Stay safe. Love you, every single one of you.